Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. So this morning is February 18th, 2023. Apologize. So, can you guess where I'm going to read from today? Yep, you got it. Proverbs 18. Proverbs 18. Verses 20 and 21. Now, I've read this before, and as I was looking at it this morning, something stirred up in me, and so I'm going to share it. Proverbs 18, 20 and 21 says this: From the fruit of his mouth a man's stomach is satisfied. He is filled with the product of his lips. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Now, I've talked about this before. What you speak, you can count on getting, right? It is a law that even the secular world will preach. They just absolutely believe it. They know it to be true. Every self-help person will tell you that you've got to speak things, because if your mind can conceive it and your heart can believe it, you can achieve it. Right? That was my graduating class's motto from high school. It is there. I got something to say to you today, and you may have never heard it this way, but I have experience that tells me it's true. First and foremost, the fruit of your mouth, from the fruit of your mouth, a man's stomach is satisfied or filled. The word in the Hebrew can mean either. So we're going to say it this way: from the fruit of his mouth, a man's stomach is filled. He is satisfied with the product of his lips. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. And so I'm going to say something to you today you may have never heard. When you're angry, when you're frustrated, when you're undone, and you're trying to absolutely control all of that so only good stuff comes out of your mouth, you're not powerless. You're not out of control. You haven't even come close to working step one. Now, here's the truth. Those things that are going on in your life are out of control. It is miserable, and you need to express that. But you need to do it in a safe way. With someone like a sponsor, a pastor, a mentor, someone who's been there and done that. But more than that, and I'm going to tell you, and I say it all the time, you need to scream at God. You need to yell at him. You tell him how you're feeling. Scream as loud as you can. Get someplace where, of course, people aren't going to think you're crazy. I get on the motorcycle and get on the highway, or I get in my car, or I come out here to my garage, which is my safe place. And I do that. And I'm here to tell you, anyone that's ever done it has to admit one thing. From the fruit of your mouth, your stomach is filled. You're satisfied from the product of your lips. You feel better. In the end, you're able to say, Lord, I'm sorry. I know it's not your fault. But thank you for being a listening ear and letting me get all of this off of my chest so that I can move forward with you. See, sometimes we get hung up on all the right things to say, and we're just off base by this much, and it keeps us stuck. It's okay to be out of control. Matter of fact, you can't work step 1 without having that happen in your life. And if you haven't fully worked step 1, you can't do any of the other steps correctly. You're doing everything half-assed. And that's just a mess. So today I'm going to encourage you. If life is out of control in any area of your life, and you're frustrated with it, it's appropriate to vent that. Otherwise, you're going to blow at some point, and it's not going to be beneficial. But if you vent it to God, you scream with all the passion that's in you. Did you know that what you're doing is actually worshiping Him because you trust Him enough to share your greatest pain? That's something to think about today. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day.